Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Hello world, my name is Keenan Diabro. Welcome back to my channel on a very special episode of Keenan's channel, for lack of a better name. I'm here with Ansar today, and I'm gonna be painting him while we're in conversation. No idea how this is gonna turn out, but that's something we can start. What do you think about that? Is that a cool idea?
Yeah, this is as new for you as it is for me. I'm super excited. This has never been done before. I'm really looking forward to the final product and getting to know you better.
Yeah, for sure. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Let's see how this goes. Alright, let's jump into it.
Yeah. So, how long have you been painting for?
I've been painting since I was 8.
Damn.
And I just started I started with drawing.
Yeah.
It wasn't my thing, but started painting and it was just amazing. So I kept going and here we are. And then I just sort of kept going. Like, a lot of people dropped out and sort of never kept, they just did it for fun or but I just loved it so much, so I kept going, and I just can't imagine what my life would be like without creativity or creating pieces that sort of say something about me, or just working with art in general.
Yeah.
How long have you been singing for?
For 8 or 9 years now. Yeah, we started as a joke, obviously, as most things, creative things do. Like, I was in 9th grade, and my friend, he was in 10th grade at the time, and he's like, yo, we should make like raps together, just write them. And I remember like writing just like funny stuff, because the artist that I listened to the most growing up was Eminem.
Yeah.
And he was very funny. So I remember writing stuff like, I think my first lyrics were, oh, I had a sip of beer, drove home, and then I hit a deer. And that was like I don't even drink to this day.
Yeah.
And you know, like 14-year-old me out here pretending like I'm drunk driving, didn't even know how to drive at the time. But yeah, that's how it began.
Yeah. And where do you want your music to take you?
I've always struggled with just attention. Like, I've always been a shy kind of person. So I still don't, it gets me anxious thinking about my music taking me anywhere. Like, I just want people to know that I make music, and that I'm not half bad at it.
Yeah.
But I don't it'd be cool if I get to know people. I don't know if I would like to get recognized walking down the street, because that's kind of I see paparazzi and shit. And
yeah.
Not to say that I think it's gonna get to that point, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
My God, like watching just the camera snap and stuff. But it'd be cool to know the famous people, to be recognized by them.
Yeah, for sure.
So that'd be cool.
I think when the word famous is used, I think for me it would be, which I'm sure for you as well, it's just other creators that you respect so much.
Yeah.
And to be able to, and for them to just sort of reach out and be like, oh, that's amazing, this, that, stuff like that. Yeah, it's so when I was in Dubai, there was this one artist, and I tell literally everyone the story. Her name is Alicia, and I was literally her biggest fan. I was her, because she had at the time I think she had 15,000, 20,000 followers, and I don't know, I loved her so much. She was painting at this Comic-Con, and it was a meet and greet thing. So I went to the Comic-Con to meet her, she wasn't there. Bought tickets for the second day to meet her, wasn't there. And I messaged her before going, I was like, yeah, I'm going to see you. She's like, oh yeah, come at this time. And I went, and then she just left.
Oh man.
3 days in a row. And then Keenan was a lot of money short at that point.
Right.
But we met and we sort of connected, and we just became the best of friends.
That's
and it's so funny because now, now we message each other and we're like, oh, what do you think of this piece and what do you think of that piece? But at that point I was the biggest fangirl on the planet. So I think, yeah, it's not even about the fame, it's not even about numbers, it's just, this is someone that I've respected and looked up to for so long, and now I have the access to just say, hey, what do you think of this? Or just sort of reach out, or just have a coffee, and it's just the best feeling. Especially, and we've done some stuff together. I want to do more stuff with her together. She's busy with art stuff, but yeah, as everyone should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
still though, that's a story and a half. That's super cool.
It's funny how life works, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel you. Speaking of the same thing, on TikTok, the people whose TikToks I would watch now, a couple of them have started following me.
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm just whoa, and then a couple of them, they'll comment on my videos, and it's still just oh shit, this is really happening, wow, this is moving really quickly. That's always a cool feeling to get, okay, I'm looking up to you now, I'm recognized by you. Hopefully one day I'll reach the same level as you.
Yeah.
But sometimes like the competitive spirit in me, I'm just like, I will surpass you.
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean. Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from like, well, I'm from all over the place, honestly. Like, I was born in New York, which yeah, that's most people's reaction. That's really random. I was just born there. Don't know why. Don't ask me. And then lived in Pakistan my whole life, which
Pakistan.
Yes.
You say it funny.
Pakistan? You say it funny. Pakistan?
Yes, good reference. Yeah, that's most people surprised. Like, cause yeah, I don't have the accent, so I'll get that from. I literally get that from people in Lahore. Like, when I'm back home, like, they're like, where are you from? And I'm just like, here. I'm from here, believe it or not. I don't know why I grew up with the accent. I think I had a lot of white teachers.
Okay.
I honestly think that's what it is.
Okay. English is my first language. We speak English at home. But yeah, we speak English at home. Like, I can't even, I can say I understand it. But I can't, yeah, because I just can't, yeah. So I studied a little Hindi in school. But I cheated through my teacher helped me cheat my board exams. So yeah, because I was pathetic. I'm so bad. I do visit India. I think the best conversation that comes out of my mouth is like, Bhaiya, idhar se left, Bhaiya, idhar se right. Oh my God. For like in the rickshaw, but that's it. If you were in Lahore, when did you move again?
So I moved here twice. I moved here once when I was like a child, like 3rd grade for my citizenship, and we stayed here for like 3 years till we got our passports, my whole family.
Did you have an American passport?
Yeah, so me and my sister had an American passport. My parents had a Pakistani passport, and we just all wanted it to be a bit more homogenous. And like my family, like my aunt and uncle live here.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we went back to Pakistan, and I stayed there until graduation. Until high school graduation, yeah. And then I came here for uni.
What was it like going back after Canada? Because it was...
I just, like, at the time as a kid, it was just like, oh man, I made friends over there, I miss them.
Yeah, so there's no like language barrier, no racial, nothing.
There was no racial thing, man.
Yeah.
As children, like, racism is learned, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had, like, for me, it was like, I never even thought about, like, whoa, this person looks different from me. It was just like, it just clicked. Like, I came here, I remember I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I had a friend named Luke, he was black. I had a friend named Brittany, she was Chinese.
Yeah.
So, it was like, but I never thought about it. And now looking back, I'm just like, wow, like, it wasn't even like a thought in my head. Maybe I was just a stupid kid. But, like, I was never like, these people look so different from the ones I've been around.
Yeah.
So, that's cool, I guess.
So I always have a few stories. No matter, like, even when I'm visiting places, always, like, my name is Keenan. Yeah. Keenan is an Irish name.
Oh, okay.
You say Keenan and Kel, like the rest of the world does, but in Canada they're like, oh, like Keelan Keel or something like that.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I don't okay, Canada, this is where we're gonna be at. So when I was in Ireland, like no one ever was like, oh, Keenan, what a unique name, apart from Keenan and Kel.
Right.
And then like in Ireland, because it's an Irish name, it's like, oh, your name's Keenan? Oh, I know 6 other Keenans. And it's like,
really?
wow.
I didn't even know it was an Irish.
So I pick up different stories from different places, but yeah, Canada has quite a few. So what were like the funniest things when you moved here?
Well, soccer. It's football. It's not soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
And then like they act like they just, well, I feel like North America's kind of in a bubble where it's just like they just think the rest of the world doesn't exist, and it's like, okay, because we call it soccer here, so does the rest of the world, but realistically 95% of the world calls it football.
Because it's what it is.
Yeah, and you are the only little minority that calls it soccer. Stuff like that, and then obviously my name is Ansar. Over here it's just like, answer like the question, right? Ahaha, answer the question. And everyone always does this to me, and it's just like they think they're the first person to make this joke.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing it since I was a child, so I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, another thing that sort of happened at work was someone came in and they saw my name tag and was like, Keenan, that's such a unique name. And I was like, yeah, it's Irish. And they're like, but what's your real name?
Oh my God.
And I was like, wait, what? And it was this Caucasian sort of woman in her 40s. She's like, so what's your real name? And I'm like, Keenan. She's like, but like, what's your Asian name?
Oh my God.
And I was like, I did not expect that because I thought people understood that we don't do that. So I was just really shook.
South Asians are made fun of when they do that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
my name is Del.
Yeah, Bill. And then like, what's in, oh, Simran, call me Sim. Oh my god, I've heard those, I'm just like, fam. I'm not calling you Sim.
Moving to Canada, one thing that really shook me was how inclusive it is. The ads at Walmart have like Filipino families on them, have like mixed race backgrounds, have gay couples, have lesbian couples, and like it's not just like, oh yeah, we accept you, we accept you. It's just like it's just come to the point that we just don't have to say it anymore because you feel
it's just normal.
Yeah, so like being a brown person in Canada, I feel nothing. I just feel like, oh okay, whatever. So, what's your response on TikTok been like? Because I know that, so I actually found you because there's a page that I follow, it's called Into Falau.
Yeah.
Like, I've showed your videos to quite a few people that just don't get it, but I'm like, I don't expect you to get it.
Right.
So, yeah, like, you don't understand some of the, like, Hindi things or Urdu things that you're saying. But then other people crack up. Like, there's quite a few of my friends that have seen you on other pages as well. So, like, what's that like? How does that feel like?
Honestly, it's kind of stressful. Like, not gonna lie. Well, the video that went viral, that was cool. But basically,
which one went viral?
The accents one. So it was like, oh, do you know brown people with a seductive accent?
Can never be seductive.
Yeah.
So that was the video that I saw, and then I kicked you up.
So it was weird because it just randomly went viral on TikTok. And for me, it was just like, okay, like I started making TikToks for fun. I thought it was gonna stay on TikTok.
Yeah.
Then it moved to different platforms, and I was just like, whoa, like no one knew I was making TikToks. Maybe like 10 people knew I was making TikToks, because that's what I like. I'm like, it's completely anonymous. It's gonna stay there. And then like when it got shared, people started sending me meme pages sharing my videos, and I was just like, how do I feel about this? But it was weird because I was receiving hate more at first.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just like.
Well,
man,
yeah.
You know how, like Indians and Pakistanis are very similar. They're very proud people.
Yeah.
You cannot joke about other people. Oh, we do not talk. Bro, there is this one girl who literally said, like she sent me a voice note, word for word. She said, we do not talk like that. And I was just like, why would you send me a voice note of you talking like that? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you? And then like I was just like, sweetheart, you do talk like that. Like, and I like. Also, I made it as a joke, like, you know what I mean?
It's
like
a joke. It's not. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's not like.
So yeah, that was weird. And then like this, I don't know if you know her. This she's this lesbian Indian celebrity, Anjali. She's big on Twitter. She's big on Instagram. She shared my video on Twitter, and what basically she was just like, look at this Desi diaspora. Meaning like people like who aren't first generation immigrants, as in like I've lived in Canada my whole life.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because I haven't, and that gave me a lot of insight towards outrage culture.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, we're judging people before even getting to know them. She's just assuming that like I've lived here my whole life and I'm not connected to my roots and that I'm doing this as a serious thing. But really, I'm from Pakistan.
And this is just shitting around.
Yeah, I'm just. I literally did that in the car after a job interview, waiting for my car to warm up because it was really cold outside.
Yeah.
I had the idea, I was like, fuck it, I'll make it. And then a couple of days later, it went viral. I messaged her and I explained the situation to her very nicely, and she was very understanding.
Really?
Yeah, so that's another thing I realized, like everyone is very, you just want to show the world you care more than you might actually possibly care.
Yeah.
And then once, like if I had reacted negatively, if I had messaged her and be like, listen, you don't know who the I am, or she would have been like, oh, you, right?
Yeah.
But because I like was very nice and I feel like I was very like explanatory, like in a very like professional manner, she was very understanding.
Yeah.
But yo, like, oh my god, Twitter, like people doxed me at first, like they found my account on Twitter and I literally had to lock my, like privatize my Twitter because I was so scared. Like BTS stands, Korean BTS stands, just shitting on me on Twitter, sharing Korean gifts at the same time. Really weird experience, really weird. But then like I started getting a lot of followers from it, and then like my friends were just like, bro, you're like, even Jesus had haters. And that was just like, yo, you know what? You're right, even Jesus had haters. Not that I'm Jesus, but you know what I mean? Like people are gonna hate. People who get it. And ironically
people
enough,
like to hate.
Exactly. Ironically enough, most of my followers are from India.
Oh,
no, not the haters. They're from India. I'd say 20% of my, because you can see the analytics. Right? So a lot of my followers are from India. So that definitely like calmed me down a bit. I'm like, yo, okay, you know what? Like, if the people literally, and it's not even like Indian people in America, Pakistan. Like, if people from the actual country are finding this funny, then I don't have to explain myself to anyone. music is my number one thing. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm getting a lot more attention from the comedy.
Yeah.
But like, even on my Instagram thing, it says musician. Because like, music has always been like, this was like, when I started TikTok, it was always, in a sense, to promote the fact that I make music.
Yeah.
And I still want to keep it that way in a sense. Like, I just want to show people I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Happiness is an abstract concept to me.
Oh,
like,
for sure. Do you watch BoJack Horseman?
oh, Bojack.
I just finished.
One of the pictures where, yeah. Man, I finished it a couple days ago too.
Same. Oh
the
my
second
god.
last episode,
Yeah.
the dinner party. Oh my god.
Yo, what the f- so BoJack is a cartoon, but it's so real. It hurts my soul how accurate stuff is, and it's like, why am I feeling this way about a f***ing cartoon?
Yeah, my heart was racing, like race, and I think it's just like the show has not only teaches you new things
Yeah.
about the way people are dealing with stuff and how we perceive bad behavior,
Yeah.
and how in order for someone to get better, it's a collective effort for everyone around them to get better.
Yeah.
But also it teaches you so much stuff that you already knew but you didn't know that you knew.
Yeah.
Like he'll say something like, oh my god, I'm overthinking, and then it'll show the way that he's overthinking in such a creative way. You're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I thought it was just me, I'm not alone. And that's such a beautiful feeling. And even though it gives me anxiety seeing it portrayed, and I'm like, shit bro, this is like stuff that I'm dealing with, this is giving me like, my heart is racing just thinking about this, but it brings me some sort of inner peace knowing, okay, like, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
BoJack is one of the greatest shows of all time.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much done. I'm excited to even see this.
I'm super excited. I've caught like a tiny glimpse of it already, but I am very excited to see. This is the first time I've ever been painted.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been painted.
Damn. If I knew how to paint.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
How does it, because I've painted so many people, like how does it feel to be painted? Tell me about that.
This is just part of like the bigger experience. Like I feel like it's all happening so fast for me. Like the video went viral, and then like I got the promotion the other day that I posted. You know what I mean? The endorsement, and now like you've offered to pay me. So I just like I feel like everything's moving so quickly. It's like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But like it's just such a cool opportunity, and I want to thank you for giving it to me. Like it's super cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, we're just about done. I haven't signed it. I'm going to do that after, but here you go. Have a look at it, and you can show it to the camera if you want to.
Oh, shit! Look at that. That's actually crazy. Even though, oh my god, the gray hairs. Oh my god.
Try to be as authentic as possible.
Dude, the layering is immaculate. Damn, even the shadows on the sweater, the layering, man. I don't know how you do it. Let's hope one day this is a priceless piece of art.
Stop! You know how many people made this freaking joke? Like, literally the first person that I ever gave a piece to, like I still know who the person is, and like we're still sort of close, and she bought a piece for me for, in Canadian dollars, like $7. And the frame cost more than the piece of paper inside it, and she's like, oh, you know, now I can, and I look at it and I'm like, it's disgusting. I don't know what, like I was 11. Yeah.
Still though.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Okay, let's give the people a view.
When I live in my mansion in LA, hopefully one day I'm gonna have this as the painting hung up, and then Architectural Digest will come see my house and be like, this is the first thing ever painted by me. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Check this out. That's crazy. That's me. That's me.
Here we are.
That's me. Yeah. That's
Okay, well, I'm glad you like it. Cool.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No worries. Okay.